Hey, thanks for stopping by again. This is Blocka TV. Stopping at you, coming back, another video. This video is, in my opinion, this is where the ammo shortage was triggered in 2020. Guys, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Guys, check out my videos. I give a lot of information in my videos. I try to only speak when it's necessary and only address things that I feel are necessary. I feel like there's a lot of people in this space and a lot of people give out a lot of opinions and things and information that they gather, and I only exist to fill in gaps where I don't hear people talking about the things that I see and the scenarios that I see. So when I make my videos, guys, I try not to be what everyone else is being. And you could go across a lot of channels and see a lot of people making videos over the same exact things. And I try not to do that because there's an abundance of that stuff out there. So I try to only give information when the information is pertinent to what we like to do, guys. So please check out all the videos on the channel. Please subscribe so you can get notified of when my new videos are dropping. And let's get into this video. This is my opinion. Do not take this as fact, but based off my observations, I'm able to state an opinion, and I don't know. Take it as what you think. But in my opinion, the question is asked, did Walmart trigger the ammo shortage? And it's an opinion again, but it's based off of the way that that things have been going. So what I'll say is this. Back in, I believe, September of 2019, Walmart announced that they would, going forward, they would no longer allow open carry in their stores, and they also announced that they would no longer carry pistol caliber ammo. Now, anybody that's used to buying ammo on a regular basis, you knew that you could go into Walmart and Walmart would almost always have ammo in stock, unless there was an election season and then there was, like, pretty much panics on ammo. You could always get what you're looking for in Walmart, but there's always a time when you can go in there and buy ammo. With Walmart being the biggest, if not one of the biggest not online retailers, but just brick and mortar retailers, Walmart had so much of the market on ammunition, and everybody would go to Walmart because they had basically the cheapest prices. You go to Walmart and you would find things that were way cheaper than online, and if you caught a clearance on things like when Perfecta was pretty hot, you could get Perfecta. Didn't matter if it was 223 or 9mm. Perfecta ammo, people were buying that like way under, at some places, way under the retail value, what it would normally go for. And Walmart was synonymous with that. So the reason why I say Walmart was the trigger, not directly but indirectly the trigger to the ammo shortage that we're seeing now, is because the fact that Walmart was so huge in the ammo market. A lot of the manufacturers were supplying these thousands of Walmart stores with ammunition. And they sell firearms as well. So, with firearms, you have to have ammunition. So having that ammunition, you know what I'm saying, like in abundant numbers and always available on the shelves, mean that Walmart kept a certain stock of ammunition, and they kept the manufacturers working supplying these huge orders. You have per store, people, during some panic buying, you have people that would show up every morning and at the Walmarts to buy the 9mm, the 223, the 45, the 40, like that. And Walmart was constantly ordering. The things that online retailers are now starting to get into, really, Walmart was doing that on a regular basis. And when you have a situation like that, Walmart stops selling ammo. What that does is it slows down production of ammo. When you have a large retailer who's probably the biggest retailer receiving ammo at any given time from manufacturers, when you get rid of that entity, then there's that takes away a big chunk of supply, which demand may not wane, but the supply will. And if you can't get it from Walmart, then Walmart's not ordering it, then the manufacturers are not producing it. So they have to get rid of people, lay off people, slow down their production because they are used to all of these orders from this one big company, and now this one big company decide not to deal in the business anymore, not get rid of them, but just not participate at all in that in that particular item. So Walmart caused manufacturers to not have the need to produce a lot. So then going into this year, you don't get to see it until you get to a point where this pandemic hit, and then people are starting to realize that, oh, I might need ammunition, because if something happens beyond when we first, March, when we first got into this, then you may have to defend yourself because of the things that are going on in this country. So you have a situation where a company that does a lot of business buying ammo stop buying ammo. The manufacturers stop producing the ammo, but the demand is still there. The supply is not there. After a while of people not really being able to get it from Amazon, they found other solutions online and other big box stores, brick and mortar box stores, to get their ammo. That kind of filled the other online and big box stores kind of filled in the gap for what Walmart when it was no longer supplying. The problem was that, again, when you take that amount of demand, that amount of supply out of the market, eventually when you tool down, the manufacturers tool down, they're not producing as much, but the demand is still there. So eventually it'll catch up to a point where any disruption in the market will show that manufacturers are not prepared anymore, because you have staff that are no longer working. And then when you get the COVID, where people are not able to go to work, and some people are testing positive and they have to shut down and get rid of people. Now you don't have you may have the materials, but you may not have the staff. So now the staff is gone, but the demand is now starting to appear almost out of nowhere, which was triggered by this pandemic. But you don't have the ammo. So that begins the shortage. So in my opinion, it was when Walmart decided not to carry ammo anymore, the shortage was triggered, because Walmart, being so huge of a retailer, all of what they would usually purchase, those millions and millions of rounds are no longer being manufactured and pushed into the market. Those factories that were pushing out all that ammo, they tooled down, because now Walmart's not placing orders anymore, so they don't have the staff and the resources to continue to push out that, nor is there a need anymore, because their biggest buyer is no longer buying. So you can't produce what someone's not buying. It's just not practical for business. So in my opinion, guys, it was the Walmart decision believe it was September of 2019 when they decided to no longer sell handgun ammunition in their stores. That was to me the beginning of this shortage that we see in the ammo shortage of 2020. And it's pertinent for us to pay attention to big things like that because you have to figure worst case scenario and then always figure worst case scenario and then work backwards from that. You figure what's the worst thing that can happen and then you set your mind to that. That way, if anything happens that's less tragic than your worst case scenario, you have this feeling of accomplishment because it wasn't as bad as you thought, yet you prepared for that. So, and if it's as bad as you thought, then you already prepared for it. So you've already gotten as angry and as, upset as you would have gotten. So you can't get any more angrier than you've already prepared yourself to be in worst case scenario. So in my opinion, guys, it was the Walmart decision that made the ammo shortage happen in 2020. And I don't know what you guys think. Get in the comments and let me know what you guys think. But this is Block. I'm out.